TFA fam, hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me for another kicker and defense streaming video. We are on to week 6. Let's just dive right in, shall we? Let's kick things off on the DST side of things. Going to start with the Los Angeles Rams. They are right below that 50% threshold that I typically look at. They are rostered in 47% of ESPN leagues, but if they're available, they are my top ad this week. I know they haven't been the Rams defense that we have been expecting, but it's more important who's on the other side of that ball, and that is the Carolina Panthers, who have just been absolutely dreadful. I don't think that the firing of Matt Rule is all of a sudden going to turn this team around. They are tied for the 12th most turnovers, the 6th most sacks taken. They have the fewest offensive yards on the year, and they are tied for the 8th fewest points. So if they're available, I'm taking them. On to some other options that are going to be more widely available. Going to start with the Washington Commanders. We have a gross Thursday night matchup with them and the Bears. That total is sitting at 37.5. That has actually dropped 2.5 points since it opened up on Sunday night. Through the first 5 weeks, the Bears have produced the 2nd fewest yards and 5th fewest points so far. Washington has been great defensively, and their weakness has been through the air. But when you have Justin Fields dropping back an average of 18 times per game, not a ton to worry about. Also, the Commanders defense has the 4th highest pressure rate. Justin Fields is behind only Daniel Jones in terms of NFL starters in percent of dropbacks under pressure. Chicago has also allowed the highest sack percentage of the league at 17%, and the next closest is the Giants at 10%. Then on the other side of that matchup, I think you could look at Chicago too if you miss out on some of these other options. Jalen Johnson could be returning at corner, which would be a huge addition for their secondary. The Bears actually have the 6th highest pressure rate in the league, despite being tied for the 3rd fewest sacks. And we all know that Carson Wentz can go full Carson Wentz at any moment. Let's take a look at the New England Patriots going up against Cleveland. I'm not a fan of taking road underdogs, which is what we have here with the Patriots traveling to Cleveland as 3-point underdogs. Jacoby Brissett has been playing well, but the Patriots defense is DST 7 on the year so far. They're 11th in pressure rate and 9th in overall defensive DVOA. The one issue here is New England's run defense, but I think they have enough talent on the back end where they can pack the box and try to at least limit Nick Chubb. And then one last one to mention here, the Minnesota Vikings. I don't think anyone's going to be rushing out to put in a waiver claim for them, but pay attention if Tua and Teddy Bridgewater are going to be out for the Dolphins. That means they're going to have to turn to 7th-round rookie Skylar Thompson again. So if you miss out on these other options, the Vikings could become an interesting dart throw. Let's wrap things up with our kicker options. Kicker is actually a little dicey this week because we have multiple injuries to a couple of these guys, and we also have 4 teams on bye week in week 6. Let's kick things off with Seattle's kicker, Jason Myers, rostered in just 1% of ESPN leagues. And if you would have told me at the beginning of the year that the Seahawks were going to have the 7th most points in the NFL through the first 5 weeks, there's not a chance that I would have believed you. They get a nice matchup here against the Cardinals in a game with an over-under of 51. And then on the other side of that matchup, Matt Prater is a good option as long as he's able to go. Obviously, he did not go last week, so you want to pay attention to that. But they're going to try and work him out. We should know early in the week whether or not he's going to be a go. Dallas's cooker, Brett Mayer, at least 11 fantasy points in 4 of his last 5 games, rostered in only 14% of leagues. And then if Harrison Butker misses again, Matthew Wright is available in 95% of leagues. Appreciate you all rocking with me. If there's any questions, any teams I didn't go over that are available on your waivers, drop a comment below and we will be sure to answer them, or you can join our Discord absolutely free and we'll answer all of your questions over there as well. Good luck in week 6 and we'll talk to you soon.
Perfect.